that again. Okay, so I'm not going to go over all the forms. Someone please get that. I just want to go over the parts where you're utilizing a postural / energetic technology to sink the chi, drop the mind. We want you to be able to identify those. So, for example, in Zazen, you adopt from the top part of your body. That's what you're doing. You're not trying to calm down. You're not doing mindfulness. You're aligning your physical aspects for an energetic dropping of the mind, a sinking of the chi, a generating of the lower tanden. Okay, do you understand what we're talking about now? Okay. So, you have it here, and you should seek it. You shouldn't be here getting ready to go. You're here, and you're going to feel, and you're going to organize your body for the perception / experience of the mind dropping. So you're supposed to be able to do it in about 3 to 5 breaths, okay? That's what's culturally given to you to do it. It doesn't go, take 3 breaths, then go. You have 3 breaths to do what I just said. Do you understand? Okay. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Just start. It doesn't matter if it's 3 or 50. Okay? But that's what you're trying to do here. So when you go on with the technique, boom, you're trying to keep that as much as possible to the next part where you do it again. Why? Because the ego tripartite mind is this, you can think of it as the standard preset. It's the manufacturer preset. Like you bought a smartwatch and it comes with a watch face. Only this one, after you change it to the one you want, it keeps going back to the manufacturer's preset. That's like your ego tripartite mind. So you generate, however you want to call it, sinking the chi, dropping the mind, generating the lower tanden field, and you hold that perception feeling into the next one. Here it is. So that transition between. If you pay attention to my torso posture, it's exactly the same. Do you guys see that? But my base of support is different. Okay? So when you came off here, you should feel the contact points of the base almost energizing each other, and that sinking, dropping feeling is in between them. Okay? Then you hold it and you move it. And you got it again. And again. You're all moving. So here, now, it's between your feet. And then, so the feet have to press against each other. That's what I mean. They're holding me up. Or more, that sinking is pushing my feet away from each other. When I come up, here you have another one. And you should recognize this. This is your standing meditation, right? Got it? So, midfoot vector, right? Sink the qua, sink the chi, drop the mind, you're here. When do you come out of it? You shouldn't come out of it till you can do it. Here, wait, back, and then sink, drop, and the feet will press out as the center drops. Not here, do you see I'm front foot heavy? You guys see that? A lot of times you can use that back foot to tell you you're doing it wrong. That's why you lose your balance a lot. Your heel is up. That means your weight is forward. Sink, release, and relax. The heel is just barely up. Okay? Feel this part. This is where it loses you guys. And I've watched you. You're kind of always barely falling. Do you know what I mean? Understand this as analogous to an arc. So the gravitational pull, right, is pushing out the bottom part. You don't want it to cave in the middle. Get that energetic component going. Okay? Got it? All right, let's get that far, and then I'll show you the remaining ones. Go. Okay, so we left off here. And so you have that sensation of that dropping, sinking, chi and mind. And this is now moved. The form's going, hey, Dave, see if you can keep that feeling and do the next movement. Do the next movement. And now follow that dropping, sinking line down. You guys see how I'm doing that? I should know what that feels like, and therefore I know where it is, and that's the line that I follow down. Okay? Then, hey, Dave, come back up that line. So yang on that line, Dave. Yang on that line. Cool. And then guess what? Another standing meditation here. Right? Another standing, same standing drill we do all the time. You know? Here. So when do you leave? When it's down. Come back. Keep it. Now, come out of it. Okay? The speed of your form is really a question of how fast can I sink it and how long can I sink it. Okay? It's not a fancy match. It's an energetic practice. So, sink, I can move. Boom, I can move. It stays up. I'm inside my body-mind. Sink, sink. I personally like to, if I stay sunk all the way to here I'll give me some time and get that energetic drop going. And then I go on. Take my time again. Here I'll go a little faster because I can keep that sunk as I'm moving. Okay? Try it again. Okay, so as I said, you're not in a sword fight. You're in this energetic ritual. This is a training tool. And all training paradigms are about the application of stress for the purposes of adaptation. So sooner or later, it's going to do something that will probably break your ability to do the drill. And then with pre-modern training paradigms, they're also after transcendence. So you're going to be challenged in terms of what seems not possible to the ego tripartite mind. Okay? So here everyone gets sinking, settling mind down. I'm over myself. You imagine gravity working on my body. But chi and mind is not my body. That's the premise. It's just, it works for you as a modern person. Settle, gravity, but you're coming from a material point of view. Okay? But right away you see the drill goes, hey, if you can sink and you understand mind, chi is not body, mind or chi is not body, you should be able to go up. You get it? You should be able to go up and still sink. So I am going up, my body's going up, but I don't lose the sinking feeling. And then the next one, very common to combat, is your sinking feeling should be down perpendicular to the earth. But now you have a target, and the target will pull your mind. And as it pulls your mind, why will it pull your mind? Because your ego tripartite mind is functioning. So the desire to hit the target will pull your mind, and now let's just materially represent the sinking mind, sinking chi line. Now you have a gravity here, and you start to tilt. You see? Well, now you're not sinking. So it looks something like this. So you go here, and now you're not sinking. You actually came back up. So the drill is doing the stress adaptation paradigm. Sink, come up without coming up. Boom. Forward without going forward. You see how it's paradoxical. Okay? Move forward without moving forward. Boom. Here your sword goes up. What does usually happen? Your mind chi goes up. No, sword goes up, line stays centered. And now this Iaido is, hey, you know where you drop the chi mind at? Like a level 10? Go to level 8. Push it down more. You see the stress adaptation model. So you coming around, home, go to 8. It drops more. You see? You guys get that? It drops more. So you don't cut here in Iaido. Boom, it drops more. Around, now come back to 10. You see I came back to 10? Then the same thing, the drill's going to do the same thing. Hey, you're down. Go ahead and come up. Come up without coming up. Come up with still the sinking feeling. Boom. All right, gather yourself. When you sink, though, spiritually, what happens when the mind drops and the chi drops, and it's impossible to distinguish what's what, because you only have the perception, and it's never separable from reality. My perception of reality. Is it the chi sinking? Is it my mind dropping? Who gives a shit? I can't ever distinguish the two. You guys understand that? If I feel it sinking, my mind is the one that's feeling it. Got it? Okay, so when you're here at this part, this is your classic Shizentai dropping mind chi drill. So hang out here again. And then as you move, don't have rearward making you go rearward. It drops. Feeling drops. Drops. Start the drill again. Do something. Drop down the line you felt. And then again, stressor, come up the line, but still sinking. Still sinking. Regather yourself. Stay in it, moving. If you're doing this, there's a few things you won't see. You won't be blinking. You won't be holding your breath. You won't see tension. You won't see teeter-tottering. You won't see your heel up. You won't be wobbling. Your eyes won't change views. Your eyes aren't in this. Your mind and chi is in this. Got it? So every time you see that, and you're also, I'll put in there your sword tip. Your sword tip's not all wiggling around and stuff. Okay? All right, let's try it again.